minutes. I just want to do that video for you to show you how to do the multifamily. You're going to go to the search bar and probably do a standard search. And what you're going to do is you're going to move the criteria around from residential to multifamily. Okay. And then under the multifamily, you're going to use duplex, triplex, and quadruplex, which is fourplex. And based on that, that's traditional financing right there. Okay, so it's your 10 to 20% down, non-owner occupied. Okay, it's traditional financing. You can get it pretty much at any lender. From 5 to 15 units and 16 units and on, that's a special financing. It's almost like a commercial or business loan, a small business loan. Most of the lenders that deal with these types of things will actually require you to have some experience in that kind of business of renting or owning something like that. Or of course they'd have to buy cash, okay? But the other thing I would probably do is, rather than going to a particular neighborhood, unless they know where they want to be, I would just type in Fresno and Clovis, because there's only certain locations in Fresno and Clovis that actually have multifamily. So you can see there's only 41 of them. And they're kind of like centralized in certain locations and everything. The Clovis ones are very specific, and they're only in a few different locations. So aside from that, that's where you dig those up. If they know exactly where they were looking at, you can look it up by the zip codes and everything, but that's how I would go about it. A lot of these properties are converted single-family residences. So you might want to go through your list of them, not just kind of send them out, but kind of hand pick them. And there's a lot of dialogue that goes along with like multifamily residential. There's cap rates, there's different costs per door, things like that. And we'll probably have to look those up online and give you the information and everything. But the jargon that they're going to be using is something that is mathematical, so can be learned and everything. But it's very specific to locations, so it's kind of tough. It's almost, me personally, almost like to do it by comp better, and I'll show you how to do that when we get to that, in the MLS portion of your learning and everything here at the office. But you can see some of them look like multifamily, and some of them do look like houses and everything. So you got to toss out the ones that he's probably not going to be interested in, but keep the ones that are. And I'm not sure if you know how to use all the different functions about picking and choosing and comparing them, but we'll get to that when we get there and everything. So that's pretty much finding the multifamily stuff in a nutshell. Okay. The other thing I was thinking I might show you real quick, because your client said that he's seen everything from a certain date. What you might want to do is go back to your standard search for the criteria that you were looking for him, and he was looking for residential, single family. And I think he was like 730, 720, and 711. And what you might want to do is, under this active property search, just hit the date, let's say today's date. So you're only updated when you're doing these searches from that day on, or the last time you looked. So you're only giving them the freshest properties. And there's a way to do it through the contacts and everything, to set up a specific search for him, like that way he'll get updated every day. I think it's twice a day, but it's not in real time. And that way, he'll always be notified by you that a new property's come around in the area that he's looking at, within the price range that he's looking at. So that can also be set up, and I'll show you how to get to that part and everything too. Okay, thought that would be helpful to have these two things in your at your disposal and everything. If you have any questions, you can give me a call, 559-970-6634. Once again, that's 559-970-6634. You know how to get a hold of me, but hopefully this was helpful. I'll talk to you later.